adding some more light, I just want to come out on this beautiful Christmas day and wish everybody Merry Christmas, and show my appreciation for all of you guys uh, who has been with me forever on this channel, and for everybody new, for everyone who brought good things and impacted this channel in a positive way. I really should call it our channel, not my channel, because if that would be just my channel, it would not be nearly as fun. And I told myself today, if I come home on time, not too late, and I'm still breathing, I'm gonna come out and wish everybody Merry Christmas, show some appreciation, and share with you some stories from the past. You know, it's Christmas time. I know a lot of you guys have been requesting um, the traditions in Russia and Ukraine and post USSR. Merry Christmas, Roger. Thank you. So I have been having a wonderful time. Um, Even though Christmas and holidays always have this, mood swings, you reflect on your childhood sometimes, sometimes you reflect on your past events. It's really difficult. Holiday time could be so difficult when you lost somebody or you are hurting for whatever reason, and that's another reason for me to come over and connect with you. I know a lot of you hopefully are with family, enjoying yourself. I cannot even think about food or being around food. That's one thing that is always overdone on Christmas is food. We always, it feels like we're trying to make up for the other 12 months, connecting with family. And we'll talk about this today. I'm gonna give you a little bit of a story time for those of you who maybe not with a family, or maybe you're like me, you've already done your family duties and you're just trying to enjoy and, in my case, connect with you, but maybe you just relaxing and enjoying the peaceful evening. I'm gonna offer you some stories from the past. Meanwhile, um, I'm gonna unlock some mysteries for you about Christmas and New Year's and differences the way we are doing Christmas uh, here in US, and how it was done in post USSR. Some of you may be watching somebody like Taya Ukraine. I'm sure she probably covered that many times. Anyhow, I want to once again thank you all, and I want to, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate all the wonderful things you have been doing for the channel, for the feedback, for the input, and for just beautiful things that people have been doing, sharing, and just everything positive. Even if you just put a like, or you said somebody good evening, or you have been a positive force, a force of positive, you are celebrated and appreciated. And I felt so fortunate today when I was driving back. um, I was thinking about this year, and everybody says, oh, 2020 is a horrible year. But I'm thinking that every one of us had have been having these years and times in life when you had your own, you know, situation. In with this whole shutdowns and all of these stuff, we are almost united in this. Yes, a lot of things got postponed, canceled, and for many people it's been hard, but that's something that has been uniting us, because we all have been having these challenges with a very little exclusion. But I feel that the year like this may not give you what you wanted to get, as a gift, but the year like this make you reflect and appreciate what you have. And I was thinking about this, that some of us, um, ask for the wrong things. You know, when we have a Christmas tree and we want to get a gift, well, most of you are men, so you ended up giving gifts most of the time. But sometimes you want something and you focus on that thing that you want without attaching how you want to feel. You know, sometimes you want to, you know, you want a new car, or you know, you want a new house, or you know, you want to be with somebody, and sometimes you're so attached to this that you don't ask yourself why. You know, why do you want that particular house, that particular car, or that particular, or be with a particular person. I feel that very often we are so focused on somebody or something that we becoming blind. And I think most importantly, sometimes when we make wishes, this is just a message from my heart, welcome everybody. I feel that sometimes when we are making wishes, we need to attach how do you want to feel, you know, what state of mind. I know men are more about action, but you can get all the best things, all the most important things in the world, but you still be heartbroken. You may not feel great. I feel that it's only when you're a child you are excited about all these things, but when you grow up, uh, sometimes you have to connect with that feeling of what you would like, how you would like to feel. Not that, oh, you know, I want to be with this particular person. Sometimes you have to separate yourself and you got to tell yourself, well, I want to feel a certain way. I want to wake up on Christmas morning and feel this way. A lot of men focus so much on the you know, appearance of you know, whatever outer attributes they are attracted to. So many men are attached to this, oh, you know, she has to be blonde, she has to be tall, or she has to be 24. And then guess what, be afraid of what you want, and then you get what you wanted or you thought you wanted, and you know, you made something that this particular person is with you, but you don't feel anything. You know, she doesn't want you, she doesn't want to spend time with you. You know, you are as lonely. You know, everybody, you post pictures on Instagram and everybody, oh my gosh, congratulations, and like, but inside of you you are sad because this is not what you thought it's going to be. It's a good time to redefine. Jimmy saying, again, you described my ex. Well, meanwhile, I'm gonna sip some tea from my favorite Royal Albert cup. Not sponsored. So, you know, I just want to share this as always, you know, from my heart, because I think it's important to connect first, knowing how, what you want to get in the end. You know, what do you want to get? Do you want to? I feel that very often we are driven by other people's desires. You know, we want to. Actually, have been taking major break from Facebook. I have not been posting much of anything, and I have been posting things here inside. So yeah, this is a beautiful time when you can create your own magic, and you can have all these things that you want, but remember to attach how you want to feel, how you want that experience to be, you know, what experience you want to have while attaining what you want to, you know, what you trying to attain. So I want to say Merry Christmas to everybody. You know, real magic really happens inside of us. Yes, we have triggers. You know, for me, I love having snowflakes on Christmas. And guess what? This morning I woke up and it was snowing, and it was pretty exciting. It's just a trigger of happiness. But real magic is in the details, and also real magic is happening here when you driven by your authentic wishes, you know, not to show something to somebody, not to prove something to somebody, but yeah, something that you don't need to post on social media to feel good. Yes, I mean, I have nothing against sharing happiness with others. I think it can be inspiring, and I mean, I see nothing wrong with doing this once in a while, but very often we having weird, um, you know, our desires are to impress others, and I think as long as you impress yourself first, you are happy. You know, if your life does not look perfect to somebody, but you are happy, you know why, and you have your magic brewing. You don't care that somebody thinks something about you, but when I saw more and more and more, I see more of this. I have friends and people that I love and care about, and sometimes people share with you things they're going through, but um you know you just realize that social media is a whole different world than real life. That's something to remember. We all have uh, this created image that we are posting on social media, and sometimes it's relevant. Sometimes, as I said, sometimes you do have these highlights, you're so happy you want to share, but a lot of times uh, you may have event that looks amazing, but inside of you you're miserable. It happens, and more I've learned that believe believe nothing what you see. Uh, before you know it is true. And I'm not saying this to disqualify somebody, I'm just saying this to come out for authentic wishes, for those wishes that you want, and the way you want to feel and the way you want to live. So I hope those who understand what my message is. But meanwhile, I want to say Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Lance. Thank you so much for joining. Well, thanks for support, Nero. I appreciate that. It's all good. Nobody owes me anything. You can put thumbs up if you enjoy it. If you don't, you can go ahead and do what you have been doing. So I just felt, I don't expect uh, people to do some things they don't want to do or don't feel like doing, but everybody is welcome. And hi, Steve Turk. Merry Christmas. Hi, Todd. Merry Christmas. Hello, Jim. Merry Christmas to you. I know I actually was thinking about you today. I know it must be a very difficult day. And due to certain things that you had experienced. So I hope that this will lift you up a little bit, and um, everybody else who is watching. Yes, if you ever lost anybody, Christmas can be so difficult. Even if you are in a perfect situation and you have somebody you have family, you have somebody you love, Christmas is so hard. If you ever lost a family member, it can be like punch in the gut. So I just want to come out and just wish everybody some some good and positive and um kind thoughts toward each other. It's been a crazy time. We have been feeling, experiencing all kinds of things this year. But anyhow, I don't want this to be about anything serious. Uh, I'm gonna share a few things from that I remember from my childhood. A lot of people, ever since I've opened the channel, were asking me, how was Christmas? What people do, and things like this. So I'm sorry to hear that. So I'm sorry to hear that, Steve. That is very, this is rough. And so my heart goes to everybody who feels sad, who maybe is working and can't be where they want to be. But also my heart goes to you if everything is wonderful, wherever you are. Life is unpredictable and it goes the way it goes. And I'm very happy. As I said, I told myself if I'm still alive, meaning I have energy, this evening I will come out and connect with you guys. So, let's see. What is the differences between Russian and Russian celebration, Ukrainian celebration of Christmas, and here in US? I mean, post USSR countries. Let's put it this way: post USSR, Russia, Ukraine, and a bunch of other countries, and US. Mm. Well, first of all, biggest celebration is here 25th, it's Christmas. You know that Ukrainian or Russian Orthodox Christmas is January 6th, night on the 7th. So 7th is Christmas, and it's completely different. In our culture, we get gifts and celebration and party, and it's like highlight of everything is actually New Year's night. New Year's, it's they say it's kind of interesting. They say, oh, it's a family holiday. And as a young woman in Ukraine, sometimes I would spend New Year's with my family, but a lot of times I would spend it with my friends. We would have champagne and all the stuff that young people do. We would celebrate. There is a lot of cooking going on, but it's very, very festive. Usually women prepare for New Year's night months and months ahead. They figure out their styles, their hair, their outfits, and all kinds of things. So that's a big celebration. And I was thinking, why is that in US you celebrate Christmas, you get gifts and Santa. Russian version of Santa is Ded Moroz or Grandpa Frost, and he comes on New Year's. In the Western world, it comes on Christmas, and I figured that is my answer, what I believe. What I As far as I can tell, what it is. Okay, so as far as I can tell, in USSR time, we did not, religion or God wasn't a thing. It was all about science, and it was not, spiritual things were denied. And even though we had all these cathedrals, but it all comes from the past. So on Christmas, a lot of people would still have some Christmas, but Christmas in January, it's more of a cozy thing, family thing. You have 12 dishes, and it's very, very cozy. It's nothing like here. But New Year's night, once again, is a big celebration with gifts and Ded Moroz, Grandpa Frost, Santa Claus of Russian version. So we didn't have the big celebration for the religious part of it, right, for Christmas, because once again, religion wasn't a thing. It was denied, and it's just a part of the communist outlook that we were not doing that. And I think it just became the result of the culture. Just this is our differences. This is result of the culture, because we could not largely celebrate Christmas. Only maybe small towns, small. I was born in the capital, so I don't really have the small town experience in Ukraine. But small towns and villages, they would always have this little customs and traditions and special dishes and things like this. And they would also do things. The young girls would get together on Orthodox Christmas, and they would have cards and other different things, and they would be playing this, like a psychic game on, who gonna be their sweetheart or who's they gonna marry and things like this. So it's kind of like the spiritual, magical thing, but very humble and very quiet. and that would be happening on Christmas, on Orthodox Christmas. And due to denial of religion or anything about God, um, our big celebration is on New Year's, which is a good news for you right now, because if you have missed Christmas gift for your lady, or you didn't know, by the way, in Ukraine now Catholic Christmas is also a holiday. We do have some people who consider themselves Catholics, or who celebrate this Christmas that we have right now, and they officially made it a holiday in Ukraine. So more Ukrainian people are recognizing the days. They know about American or Western traditions. So it's amazing how everything kind of connects and comes together in a way. But really, if you um, were too busy or something happens, you missed the Christmas on December 25th, you still have your chance to make up things. You still have New Year's if you want to send a gift, or whatever it is, because once again, usually that's where we get gifts, that's where the big events are. It's a New Year celebration. It's this like outrageous, it's supposed to be magical night, the New Year's night. So and here in US, of course, if you live in a small town, it's one thing. If you somewhere in New York, they have this drop in the ball, but this is still nothing like celebration of New Year's in USSR or post USSR, because it's this, basically people are waiting 364 days to have that celebration. So it's very colorful. There is a lot of events, and sometimes people alternate. They would spend one New Year's with their family, another one maybe if they're young, like with their peers. Sometimes you would have two. Sometimes you would come to your parents, you would celebrate, and then I remember going on Krishchatik, which is so celebrating with my parents, then celebrating with my friends, and then celebrating, then going to on Krishchatik and having snow falling and opening up champagne. I still remember, spilling red champagne on my white fur and having a lot of fun. So that's kind of the picture of this. It was very it was something that we just grew up with, and something that we would wait. It's always magical, and we always believed that something incredible would happen. So I hope you guys are still here. I don't see any comments. Oh my god. Oh my goodness, Terry. Thank you. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas. I see I see you now all. I see you everybody. Terry, thank you so much for this incredible generosity as usually. Merry Christmas. And I'm glad you were able to hear, to have internet and tune in. Thank you. I'm getting spoiled rotten. That's what I can tell you guys. And that feels amazing. That never feels um that that feeling never ends. Thank you. Merry Christmas. It looks amazing. It does. Thank you. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas, everybody. So Terry is sponsoring, an official sponsor of this Christmas live. So Merry Christmas, Terry, and Merry Christmas, everybody in the chat. I can't scream, I don't want to scare people, but I appreciate the love. All right, yes, I see everybody. I see everybody in the chat. So I may make a separate video. Maybe I can find some pictures on internet to show you how it looked like, without traditional things. I'm sure Taya Ukraine, I'm gonna be, uh, Taya Ukraine is so good about the cultural things. I'm sure she has some nice videos about this. For me, honestly, because we talk more about relationships and mentality differences. For me, make a video and make edits and find pictures, it is so much time. And then uh, people love to watch it sometime, but on the other hand, uh, everybody is waiting for me with my rescue advice or insight on their situation. So, oh my gosh, I forgot to put bubbles. How can I? I wish the bubbles would turn into snowflakes, but they turn into bubbles. Anyway, thank you for the party. We having party online. I wish I could put some Christmas music, but they will strike me for copyright. Yes, bubbles are fabulous. Thank you. And guys, I want to tell you, so I really appreciate, I do appreciate everybody who has been supporting the channel. Please don't feel that because I have some people who are insanely generous, and that's, on a whole another level, it it doesn't mean that I appreciate every single person. When I said in the beginning, even those trolls that come sometimes, because they stir something up, and sometimes I have some creative ideas. Um, but of course, especially people who come and bring something positive, that shares the video, post something, write a nice comment, share a story, give a feedback, donating anything, I think the minimum is $1. So, if it's $1 or more, if it's a like or more, if it's a sharing on another platform, everything helps. So please know that I appreciate every single one of you, especially those people who are consistent with a positive message. So Merry Christmas to everybody, and thank you for all the good things. Think about it. If every person adds $1, a plus, a thumbs up, a share, a good comment, it just turns this whole into incredible momentum. So please don't be shy, because I receive once in a while, I receive letters like from people who say, I want to share my story on your live stream, but my story is not as exciting, or I wanted to donate $5, but I was shy because I don't want to look, like a loser. And I want to say, I think part of maturing is to realizing and seeing value. And I want to tell you something. If you have a lady that requires from you, let's just say, not a lady, but maybe there is somebody you want to help. And they say, oh, I have this situation, I have problem with my house, or problem with my car, or something like that, and you want to help them with whatever you have, and they say, oh no, your help could not be more, or could not be less than this amount. Just know that this is not genuine, because when somebody is in trouble, everything helps. A kind word helps, knowing somebody helps, uh some hot food helps, anything monetary helps. So when people tell you that, well, you're not helping unless you're contributing this amount, or you're not helping unless you bring this particular kind of food, know that this is a fake situation, and it's not genuine. And um just consider that, okay? Because this is how a lot of my dear friends, since we have a Christmas chat, and I'm kind of looking over the year of, or several years of things that's been happening, a lot of people could save themselves from trouble if they would realize that it has to be coming from you, and it's important that person reciprocates in a healthy way. So that's all I want to say. So I'm going to read some of your comments. We are having a bubble party. It was a hike to get the internet. Oh, Terry. Don't don't risk your life, please, to watch my live show, but I sure appreciate it. And I hope it's not too cold over there. I got my snow wish, as I mentioned today. I don't know, guys, just snow and snowflakes triggers happiness in me. So I hope that you get whatever weather you want, or whatever else triggers your happiness button. So I appreciate all the effort and the gift. I'm getting spoiled, as always. Somebody's saying, Frank is saying, the things that stands out about New Year's is hot wine and so many dishes that you can see the table. Yeah, we have a huge tradition. So why is that in Russian and Ukrainian tradition you have this millions of these complex dishes, the salads, the meats, the potatoes, like there is so much of dishes. I think it's part of the culture to show love through the food, right? um and you have to understand that in USSR, I wouldn't say we all were starving, but a person like myself who lived in a city, we didn't have we really didn't have a lot of like rich foods. I used to have a friend that lived next door to me, and her parents, okay, I'm gonna put bubbles back on when I finish my story, okay, guys? So I'm gonna put this, and then I'm gonna put bubbles back on a little bit later. So yeah, I just want to share this, that we didn't have so much of actual rich food, like real good food. I had a neighbor, her parents were from the village, so she would have an amazing country food. And when I was young, I was really like pale and skinny. So I don't know about I'm still pale. I'm still pale. I don't know about skinny, but still pale. So she would always feed me, feed me extra, give me some extra food. Now be just so over the moon because it was such a good country food. But all of us in a city, we didn't have enough. And when the communists take over the country production, the people, the farmers, when the communists took over the farmers, the farming turned into crap. I'm just gonna say like it is, sorry for my French. So the farming industry turned into total disaster. And things that you can buy at the store, they would be very low quality. The meat often would be awful, um, if you can afford to buy it, especially. And bread was okay, but it's kind of like, these products, when you go in America to a regular store or you go to farmers market, you can get those nice, rich healthy foods, which important especially for kids, when you're growing and when you know you are developing. So one of the reasons, I'm coming back to my original thoughts, please notice. So one of the reasons why um New Year's and Christmas would require all these dishes, all these things, all these salads, uh, and they're so rich, is because this is a major feast that some people wait for months and months and months. We struggled with food in a way. People in a country, they probably, this is creating food, raising the cattle and the chickens. That's their entire life, raising chickens, cows, and so forth. People in the city, we had we had really humble opportunities in terms of that. So having people would there would be months people would stock and collect this food. We had deficit. You guys just had a pleasure, not really, of experiencing a deficit. You know, when the paper, the toilet paper disappeared, or the cleaning supplies disappeared, or when the food started to disappear. You know, when people were scared about lockdowns and shutdowns, and the food disappears, and you come to the store. I felt home. I'm like, oh, I remember that. You know, I remember this happening. You know, I was shopping when I was starting 6 years old. That's whole another story. But I was going to buy milk, bread, and eggs when I was 6. My mom would send me, and it would be about, I don't know, like 10-minute walk to go get the basics and come back. And then when I was about 8, 9, or 10 or 11, I was supposed to go and do the entire shopping and watch my sister, and, you know, just do a lot of grown people's things. But I think it's really good because it prepares you for life. Anyhow, that was deficit, and we would have lines, like long lines. So to have a full table with different dishes, you know, being able to share with your family creates this, you know, intricate and complex meals, basically with kind of hunting for this food, you know, hunting here, hunting. So that was it was so important to create this a holiday. You know, we all, people want to feel rich, people want to feel that they can help others and nurture others, their family, their neighbors. That's another thing, you know. It's country of sharing. It was culture of sharing, so that was kind of amazing. But the reason why everything was so rich, intricate, and so much of these kind of things, it's because that was special, and that means happiness to be able to share all these meals. And I remember us stocking up. You know, we would stock. I said, mom, can I have like this treat? You know, this particular kind of sausage, or this particular kind of cake. And I said, no, this is for New Year's. Like, if anybody is watching me from post USSR, you know that you find something in the fridge that looks so good, and you ask your mom, and she said, no, don't touch that. That's for New Year's. So basically, everything was for New Year's. So it was a bit of love and hate relationship, because on the New Year's you can't really eat 20 dishes, right? But you know what? I have to say, it was very special. It was, I have to say, starving or having a lack is really good sometimes. It's really good. It just gives you perspective, you know? It gives you a perspective, you know? It's, when I tell people here that we would have grilled chicken, you know, but it was baked chicken once a year, people look at me like puzzled. But the joy that came with it was worth it. And meanwhile, I want to catch up in the comments. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for the contribution, Bill. I appreciate that. Merry Christmas. This is just to keep the momentum going. Well, thank you. I appreciate the contribution. And Merry Christmas. Yeah. Oh, hey Kevin, Merry Christmas. Everybody else on the chat who I know, please say something. Maybe you've been watching me forever and you never comment. Please say something. You may make somebody's day. You know, sometimes I figure out that some of my dear people watch my live shows, but they're shy to comment. And I'm thinking to myself, do you realize you would make my day by telling me that you've been watching the show or you're in the chat? You realize I'd have fireworks inside of me if I would know you are there. So, you know, another little bit different topic, but I just wanna bring this up since we're talking about dreams and desires and celebration. Sometimes we withhold joy from other people, and that's also withhold joy from us. Because when you make somebody a compliment, uh you think, oh, I'm not gonna say this person, she's beautiful, she hears us all the time. But you don't know, this person may got their divorce paper this morning, or this person may have been in abusive relationship, and your compliment today will will be the highlight of their day. And sometimes people do work and they don't get any appreciation for it, and you think, they already know they're doing a great job. But your feedback can change somebody's life, so don't withhold it. And you hear this from extremely shy person. When I was in elementary school, and back in in a grade school, like you call it here in US, I really was extreme introvert. And it took a lot. I can say, a lot of people tell me, well, it's easy for you to just be outgoing and talking to people. No, it's not. It's really not. It's now becoming better, but I'm sharing this with you because um sometimes you have to develop certain things in yourself or open them up, or all the opportunities will pass by you. So it's not easy for me. I was crippling shy as a child, and I did not speak. I know I'm making up for that right now, but but that was a major problem. So please don't be shy. It's Christmas time. A lot of people having not so happy experiences. Some people are happy. Whatever you have, if you have something good, share it with somebody. Do something random. I'm gonna put my bubbles back just to celebrate the support and love, and I'm gonna read your comments. Hey, Bryce. Bryce, good to see you always. You cannot derail my train of thought. I'll do it for you. I'll do it myself, so don't worry. Um, I probably gonna record some videos that that are not interactive, so I can get into my points. But doing the live shows for you guys are so awesome because it gives me connection. It gives me connection. I actually feel your presence here. So now when I need to just record the video, I need to get my thoughts together to record and have a pre-recorded video. I feel so much more comfortable going live, even though a lot of people freeze or feels that, oh, it's so scary to go live. So anyway, one of the gifts that you can give to yourself for the next year, if you want to improve your life, is to become less socially awkward. if you struggle with that, because I know who my subscribers are. I have a lot of men who do in IT. I also have a lot of manly men. I have a lot of men who not that into random interactions and so on, but who are shy. And I want to tell you that feminine women want to be pursued. They do not want to chase after you. They don't want to reach out to you. So if you like somebody, if you want to connect with somebody, you have to push through. You have to overcome it, because feminine women, especially Ukrainian and Russian women, they want to be pursued. They don't want to be chasing you because it feels weird. So you have to overcome that. I so wish I would have a snow button here. That would be so much fun if I would have a snow filter. But I may do sometimes video outside when it snows, so this way we'll have a snow filter. Yeah, this is true. This is very true. Coming back to the topic, okay, I'm gonna go. What color should I choose? I know this one is more natural, so we can try that. So somebody's saying one of my Russian, actually Frank is saying, one of my Russian language partners is from Ukraine. She's 41. She was a young girl near collapse of the USSR. She told me they could not afford meat and made cutlets from carrots. Yeah, that's very true. That is very true. It was a very hard time because the deficit was real. You know, everything you used to just go and buy in the store. Uh, you know, I don't remember 80s so well, but I remember 90s. So I mean, literally, you walk into the store and there is nothing. Like, you know, this little fish. I still hate this canned fish. I can't stand the idea of it. Still hate it. It's those Soviet sardines. And there would be just sardines, and then if we would have anything good coming, yes, but you know, there are some sardines that I like, but that particular, it just, my stomach moves when I see it. I'm like, I can't. It was, and I wouldn't say that we were eating a lot, but I just remember seeing them at the time when you go to the store. You may be able to get some fresh bread. I remember standing in lines to get eggs. So to get eggs, just eggs, think about it. My mom had to send me to stand in the line, and you stand in the line for, I don't know, sometimes an hour, sometimes 2 hours. So you can kind of understand. That's why, you know, when we had pandemic in March, and I, you know, looking people grabbing everything from the shelves. I was just thinking about, you know, thinking about those experiences back, and um, remember some things as a child that I've seen. So that was kind of awkward seeing this in US. So, you know, not only we had a deficit, but you also need to stand in lines. And that is another reason, guys, why also Ukrainian ladies, a lot of Ukrainian ladies have their love language or attention language, um, gifts. You know, gifts are such a big part of our culture because, you know, the deficit was about other things too. You know, it was about, you know, clothing, about, you know, everything. My mom was amazing because she knew how to sew. You know, is it sew or sew? I can't. My brain is not working well. How to make clothes herself, and so she would create things, and she would always be beautiful and stylish. um in fact, I remember, you know, being so proud because my mom would be always the most beautiful and elegant woman in the room, and you know, very young looking too. Everybody thought that like she was a lot younger than she really was. And I was so proud of her. You know, I was a little girl and I would be like, yep, that's my mom. So I don't know. She just was always, you know, looking incredible. But she was very handy, so she could create, you know, different things from her hands. But it would look as if she, you know, won the lottery, because people would have, uh, there would be incredible lines if there is some nice clothing or something like that, or shoes or boots or dresses. There would be a huge line, and it was a huge deficit. And Ukrainian women and Russian women, all post-USSR women, really love to dress and love to be beautiful. So you can imagine that there was a fight, you know, over the boots, over the coats, you know, because women wanted to be beautiful, and they had this much of opportunity to be beautiful. It is so weird to see this, because now you can go to every store and you can find uh beautiful clothing and accessories for any budget. But women, a lot of women, not all, even in the United States, there are many women that take care of themselves. um but a lot of women choose, you have all this luxury of, creating your look, being an inspirational beautiful woman, but a lot of ladies would choose to roll out the bed and, put some man clothes on, um and just roll out to bed and go in these hoodies, like I call these, this like hoodie uniform. Like, you can say, how old is this woman, if she's young, if she's old, what she, because she has a hoodie on, and she has some jeans, and it's like, it's just so sad to see this. But it's just really amazing, when you have something available, you would not put any effort, and people that do not have anything put all this effort to get get and create, to get it and create it. It's just incredible. And I think this is where the, a lot of people I've met here in US all talking about that Slavic.
According to National Geographic, the man called Adam was created when God formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul.
Thank you. Even though I didn't ask you for that. We have been listened to, my dear friends. This is so crazy. Oh my goodness. Oh, oh, thank you. Thank you guys so much. Gorgeous. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh, Bill, thanks so much for this generous super chat. Appreciate that. Oh, that is really sweet. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm gonna be too humble to read your comment, but everybody who is on the chat can read the comment. It's just words of appreciation. Yeah, I love the part for those who don't know. So if you are in the chat, you can read the, it's a you can read all the comments and super chats. But yeah, if you didn't know, I like that. Thank you. Um, I think people who diligently watching this channel and put hours into my content um, do have this appreciation. But thank you so much for expressing it, and also supporting this channel of love. And I am getting back to our lovely bubbles. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Oh my god, some good tips. Man, I'm loving this. Okay, where's my tea? Okay, I'm gonna get myself, so I've seen this tea kettle that has burning candle underneath. So because I don't really like drinking cold tea or warm tea, I only like hot tea. So next time we have a chat, I'm gonna see if I can order it, and I'll have a little hot teapot, steaming teapot, so we can talk. By the way, if we're talking about Russian and post-USSR and Slavic traditions, one of them is drinking tea. And when you drink hot tea, you have some treats. Sometimes you drink more than hot tea, but a lot of times it's just hot tea and candles and conversation and treats. If somebody tells you they want to have tea with you, it's usually not just like, hi, hello, the weather is nice. Usually they invite you for heart to heart conversation, for heart to heart chat. And usually it's in the beautiful cups and beautiful teapots. I have a little collection. I'm trying to create a collection of Royal Albert is my favorite in the world. Teaware or teaware, you know, it's an English thing, and I want to create eventually the whole set of it for dinner and tea. So maybe one day, maybe one day I'll have a tea party. Well, tea party can have double meaning, but I may create a tea party actually. Gathering. But anyhow, if somebody gives a Frank again, Frank, I keep calling you somebody. Maybe because your name is Frank, not just one time. But he just give you guys a great tip. Never use the word женщина, which means woman, for any European woman under 80. Yes. So when I visit Ukraine, sometimes people, call me girl. Like girl. It's like it's a basically some things that you would say probably girl or girl in English, but in Russian it's девушка. So it's like a young woman. But if you just call somebody a woman or женщина, okay, I need to go to black and white here because it's okay, guys. This is crucial. This is absolutely crucial. If you call somebody женщина, it's like the stoic, ta-dum, tom, ta-dum. It's like this comrade spirit woman, and that's not what you want to do. Trust me. So if you learn in Russian or Ukrainian, you have to be ask your teacher whoever is teaching you what to do, because you don't want to refer to women as a comrade. Also, you don't want to call her old. And this is really fun because this is really funny because I remember being like 15 or 16 years old, and I was wearing this big coat. I was wearing this big coat, and one woman, like I was taking this my bag, and one woman called me женщина, blah blah blah, and I'm like, wow, I was so shocked that somebody, call it's worse than call somebody the B word, because it means that you are, kind of frumpy looking. But that was just an accident. Generally, you want to say, yeah, women have this kind of communistic taste to it. It's kind of like in English, saying a woman, a beautiful woman is, or beautiful young woman is fine, but in Russian it still have this communistic taste to it. So if I would be a teacher, I would tell you, do not say this under any circumstance, because that applies. Женщина basically applies to your maturity, that you're like one of this, as I told you, big women that stand for liberty. This is not the kind of compliment any Ukrainian or Russian woman wants to get, trust me. Just keep that in mind. I'm just saying. I'm going back to color. In Soviet Union, they were promoting like anti-sexuality, that we are all comrades, we are all equal. There is no sex in the Soviet Union. Like everything sensual was forbidden. It's kind of like, we are all, we are all strong women. Gosh, even talking about it gives me a cringe. So, yeah, don't do that. Yes. Yeah. By the way, it's really crazy. I love the anthem. I love our anthem. It always makes me cry. And I was thinking about that art has nothing to do with an era. The person who wrote Russian anthem was not a politician. It was a composer who wrote it with his heart. And if it doesn't touch you, you're dead. It's really weird. My um yeah, it's beautiful anthem. But for me, for you guys, you may not cry, but I always cry. Like I always cry. Like I can't. But it is so powerful, and it's so powerful. And just remember that the communist or Soviet people uh, or the Soviet power or whoever was in power who was torturing people has nothing to do with the anthem. The anthem is a creation from the heart of the composer, and it just, I feel like, to my opinion, how I feel this anthem, this is the power of overcoming the pain, the power of people. Like when I hear the anthem, I see our men, having no equipment, no boots, but having bravery, no proper ammunition, no proper mm, guns, and um I forgot this word, but anyway, don't having proper attire to go fight, but their spirit is gear. Yes, thank you. Not having proper gear, knowing they're gonna get killed, and they still. This is what men do. That's why we love men so much. That's why we never believe in this stupid toxic masculinity, because we are alive because of this toxic masculinity of men. You know how many thousands, hundreds, thousands of millions of men knew they're gonna get killed and shredded, just tear apart when they were going, walking in the woods in the rain, sometimes with no boots, no equipment, no gear. Yeah, 27 million, exactly, exactly. And they actually say more. They actually say more. How many were tortured and murdered? But that's why we love our men so much. But something they had is spirit and bravery. So when I hear the anthem, I can feel spirit and bravery of those men, and that's why just like tears just you just can't help it. But it is so beautiful. There is such incredible power and beauty in it. And please don't associate. A lot of people think, oh my gosh, this is Soviet, this is horrible, but people in the Soviet Union put their lives on the line for us right now. They were not responsible for whoever was in power, right? They're not responsible for whoever was in power, but they put their lives on the line so we can be alive right now. And yes, it's such a beautiful, so it's such a incredibly powerful anthem. So when it plays, I've always see, like I see this, crowds, of men, just walking around, with all this teared clothes, dirt on their face, wounds, and they're going out, they're coming there. And when I was studying World War II, there were so many battles when they would leave 500,000 people to just go as meat. So they knew that there is no equipment. So 500,000 of these young men are gonna get shredded, just gonna get killed and hurt. But these men just stand, and if they could hold the Nazi for 1 hour, if their death can make a difference for 1 hour to hold, to help the strategy of the battlefield, they would do it. And then, I mean, to me, that's a celebration of bravery, of strength of the spirit and dedication. And that's why we love our men. That's why you know, that's why we're not trying to take over something that God put man on this planet for, is protection. So yeah, I mean, I'm I'm getting a little emotional, but I know you understand why. We have a lot of monuments with how you call this flame, the flames that never ends. I forgot the name. um Basically, we have monuments to unknown soldier, and it is everlasting flame. Just flame is there, and you just, yeah, eternal flame. Thank you. We have these monuments with eternal flame, and you just come and you just, honor. My personal story, it's kind of incredible. And that's why I never really stay in a bad mood or depressed mood, because when I think about this, so many people had to die for me to sit here. So how can I not honor this life? Uh, so both of my grandfathers came back from the war. I think I shared that before, and I really want to do sometime when I'm in Ukraine again. I want to do the, like the medals and all of that stuff. So my mom's father became a colonel, and he had numerous honors and medals, and he went through the Kursk battle, and he was a tanker. He was in a tank, and he was injured twice, but he survived. And so he was incredible. He was one of these people that just I was so lucky to meet him. He died when I was 18 or so. So I got to spend a lot of time with him, and he was incredible. And my other grandfather on my dad's side, he was just a regular soldier. He was not very educated, but nevertheless, he made it through, and he came back, which is absolutely unbelievable. And yeah, he made it through. And it's kind of really insane that he came back, because my dad's family is Jewish, so he came back from the war. I mean, that is quite a miracle. So if you ever feel sorry for yourself, or you feel like life is just not this or not that, think what a miracle that you have this life. How many people had to survive circumstance, meet each other in this crazy world, connect, be healthy enough to connect, get pregnant, give birth to you, carry you through, take care of you, not giving you, not decide to kill, to abort you, to give you to some orphanage. How many circles and things had spinned and aligned for you to be here in this world? And if this holiday season or whatever time, you feel lonely, or you feel all things are not working out, just think about all these things and circumstance, and how even here in US, how much people had to go through. Maybe not like in USSR, but still people have different backgrounds. We had US has its history, with people struggling as well. So just honor that. That's why I don't believe in depression, or I don't believe in staying in depression or bad thoughts. Yes, exactly. You are a part of this big cosmic miracle. You definitely are. My son is learning human reproduction. It's quite funny. So one day he's like, "Mom, like, did I just won one out of the billions?" He was talking about some, some reproductive stuff, and it was just so funny. I'm like, yeah. So basically, every person that ever was born, had to be a pretty good swimmer. Had to, like, you literally won a lottery. So if you think about it, you won against the billions, and that was you. Yeah, I know. It was funny as hell. I was just laughing. It was super funny. But it's true, but this thing is, it is true. So depression is canceled. Yes, the immortal regiment. It's beautiful when people come on May 9th, and in Russia. In Ukraine, we have a lot of issues right now. People, some nationalistic people are trying to make it that, oh, Soviet Union was bad, so I'm not gonna celebrate the victory, which is completely arrogant and ooh, I have no words. So yes, there is a immortal, um, not immortal, but immortal, yes, immortal regiment that these men are being honored by their children, great, no, grandchildren, great grandchildren. They're walking around with their portraits. They do this here too, like in Michigan. We have near Detroit, there is a big Russian community, and I saw it. People just walk around carrying their heroes, their grandfathers and great grandfathers, as an honor to honor their sacrifice. So yes, you guys can actually look it up. It also makes me cry. It makes me just kind of gives you reality check on so many levels. Yes. You guys are funny. Well, Jim, a lot of people just don't know history, and a lot of people say, well, US won the World War II. If that's what I mean, US definitely had helped USSR, and it was really cool that they became friends for the time to defeat the common enemy. But of course, post USSR, I mean, USSR at the time had paid the price and had won the war. But a lot of people, when they talk about winning in World War II, they're talking about winning over Japan. So people who know history even a little bit would know that these are two different things, and the war was on the territory of the Soviet Union, and Soviet Union lost almost 30 million people and fought for it with, as I said, when I hear the anthem, I see these men going on nothing but their spirit and pushing through, and going under the bullets to hold the enemy so they can be defeated in the end. So it just, I mean, it's just very arrogant people who do not know. The only person that can just generalize and say that, oh, USA won the war, this the people that never took time to learn the history. And yes, US helped immensely USSR, and it did make a difference. And of course, US, took over Japan, and that's why they consider that the victory. But the main victory was on the land of USSR, of course, and USSR definitely deserves their victory after long years of war, 1941 to 1945. For USSR, the war had started on June the 22nd, 1941, and had ended on May 9th, 1945. But for the world, it started on September 1st, 1939. For the world, the Nazi had started on September 1st, 1939, and the World War had ended on September 2nd, 1945. By the way, something that I always want to tell you guys, if you want, if you have a somebody from Russia and Ukraine you're talking to, I'm gonna make a separate video for this, but there are some things and some knowledge gaps that you need to feel, you need to learn, you need to understand. If you come and you say, well, I'm glad Americans, we won in World War II, if this woman have any intellect, she will put you in a mental handicap box. So you have to learn, like World War II was a crucial event that formed the arena, the political arena after. So you have to do a great research and learn World War II, and you need to learn about some classics, uh, like Tolstoy, Chekhov, and others. You have to, if you're serious about being with somebody and you want to be with a woman that is a woman of substance, you absolutely have to do your research and learn literature and learn some history. Because I'm telling you, at back in time when I um, met my husband in our early times, he amazed me with his knowledge of World War II. Like we would have a World War II discussion at 11 p.m. and we would be both. I think we both kind of like what's they called, sapiosexuals. They have this name now, what is called sapiosexual. So it's basically person that's turned on by the other person intelligence and intellect. So we were really like we were really excited about each other. Like, oh my god, I can have a conversation. We can talk about um, certain events. I'm not saying that everybody is like that, but if you are into someone's intellect, you have to fill in those gaps. Because when you ask, when you don't know the basics, it just shows the extreme ignorance. And for some women, hey, some women who are there on the websites, doing selfies, they may not care about, but women of substance, women who are educated, women who are smart, they love somebody they can have a conversation with. So fill in those gaps. If you're not a reader, find some documentary movies. Documentary, not movie, not a created movie, but the documentaries are incredible. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure the dark lip selfies women are be just fine with whatever you say. But that's not the woman you want to end up with. I hope. Wow, lots of good comments, guys. Thank you so much. Those people that forget history are doomed to repeat it. Yes, exactly. Also, those people who do not know history, they will see everything as a news. They cannot make connections and see the consequences of things, you know? Um, yeah. It's kind of like a homework, instead of watching stupid things, video games and all that stuff, do something. I remember watching documentaries with my dad, and reading history, and yeah, I was at 6. My dad started early, so at 5 or 6 years old I already knew a lot of a lot about World War II. And it's really weird because when my son was 5 or 6, his father had conversations with him about war. And they so the man I married and my dad, I start to realize after a while that they almost were identical twins in terms of their passion for history and politics and literature and reading. They had a lot in common. So, and it was so strange because I almost had a deja vu when I saw them talking about, Nazi, and my son was like 5 or 6. I was thinking, I've seen that before. And then I realized that, they were doing the same thing my dad was doing with me. So, Thanks, Kevin. Coming back to the original topic, yeah, guys, let's go back to celebration because, you know, my heart is so sensitive to these historical things. But, Kevin, yes, it's true. I started the video sharing that uh, they now have a holiday on December 25th, so people are learning more about Catholic Christmas, but the really big day is New Year's night. The really big day is a New Year's night. Well, you get my point. Um, and more like cozy family time is January 7th. Yeah, January 7th is like usually, you know, just family and some particular dishes, but also spiritual things. I don't know in English how to say this. When you know, when you have cards and you doing this like magic to figure out stuff. To figure out stuff. I'm talking like 11-year-old. I wonder why. To figure out, you know, to kind of take guess who's gonna be your husband, you know, who you're gonna meet, what's your future gonna be like, you know, like a fortune tellers. So yes, so on night on 6th to 7th, you know, young girls are doing the fortune. They like fortune. They learn all the tricks how to predict their fortune, you know, their future and things like this. Yes, and it's kind of fun. No, he did not get PlayStation 5, that's for sure. Um, you're not gonna believe how many people, family and friends and special people in my life offered me to get him a PlayStation Station 5 and or whatever it is, and my outrage as an answer. So the answer is no. And if somebody would send it to me, I would sell it. Because I don't want my son to become a digital autist or a idiot. He does play sometimes, you know, a few things, but I don't want him to lose his intellect. By the way, guys, I have a terrible news. YouTube is going to delete my son's channel. So because he made some of these political videos and they kind of got him on the spot, I got the notice from YouTube that I better back up all of his videos because his channel is going to be deleted. So if you are subscribed to his channel, um, comment, maybe send me email or give me your emails so he can have a channel when he's 13. He's not 13 yet. It's really weird. So you can play video games, you can do all kinds of stuff under 13, but if you have an intellectual channel when you talk about politics, you cannot have it. I don't know what I'm missing here, but that's what it is. So we're gonna he can definitely reopen in a year, but we may find an alternative platform, and I'm gonna try to find a way to back up all his videos. If anybody knows how to back up the videos, please let me know, because his videos are precious to me. I wanna save them all up because I know one day he's gonna be on a big stage. So this video is gonna be priceless. Um, if you would like to know, so maybe I'll make announcement. You know, once um, we reestablish a new channel or find another platform, I can announce it so you guys can subscribe again. He worked so hard to get his 100 subscribers, and now they're gonna delete the channel. That's so crazy. Well, he made the fun. I don't know, guys, if you have not watched it, watch his latest video. So he was mimicking Bernie Sanders, and it was funny as hell. And I'm actually was a reporter. My sound was a little off, but I'm supposedly a reporter behind the scenes, and he was playing Bernie Sanders. I can't make this accent, but they kind of got that. And after when he was doing Bernie Sanders, the video get deleted and he got a note for violating community guidance, and he didn't say a single bad word about Bernie Sanders. In fact, I felt like he became a fan of Bernie Sanders because he was mimicking him as he was standing for his beliefs. So could somebody post a link to his channel, because his video is gonna be deleted. I can't believe it, but yeah. So anyhow, in the middle of the stream, we got cut off, and we got a note that you are that you are violating community guidelines. Anyhow, I'm making an announcement about it. Maybe I can save some of your emails and let you guys know when he will reopen. Yeah. Yep, they can take down your channel in 30 minutes. That's why I need to get out to other platforms myself too. Thank you guys. Yeah, I've heard about BitChute from some of my subscribers too. Terry. Terry, are you still there in the desert under the high winds? I appreciate your dedication. He says, sounds like it is good to have a wise woman. Sounds challenging and interesting at the same time. Well, well, well. It is nice if you can survive it. I'm catching up on your comments, guys. Oh, okay. If you go to YouTube Studio, you can download all of his videos there. Really? I didn't know that. Okay, cool. Because I have a premium, YouTube Premium, but I downloaded some of his videos to my YouTube Premium, but if they delete his channel, will the uploads be deleted? That's my question to you. If somebody deletes the channel, will your uploads be deleted from the channel? Real player? Okay, yeah, because I need to save all of his videos. They're gonna play, they're gonna be very special about a decade from now. Because this little man is going places. So yeah, if you guys can confirm, if I have a YouTube Premium and I download the videos, if the channel get deleted, will videos stay on my Premium? Well, Terry, this is no longer really the news. We already, it's been quite obvious, unfortunately, that YouTube have major censorship, and that's another reminder for me to back up stuff that I had done. Yeah, if somebody could post a link to my son's channel, that would be great. Otherwise, I'll post it under the video. Okay, all right. I'll try to download them from the YouTube Studio. So I go to YouTube Studios, I see the videos, and I push the button, and it will offer me to download. I'll check it out. I'll check it out when I have time, which I'm gonna try to do ASAP. So his channel will be gone in about a week. Yeah, you can look up PowerPoints with Rus. Oh yeah, yeah, you actually have to be a moderator to post a link. Anyhow, guys, don't worry about it. I'll let you know. I'll let you all know. So anyway, thanks so much. I appreciate the interest and the support. You know, I know that he has real talent. He's so articulate and he's so ahead of his time, you know. He talks like a college graduate. The name of his channel is PowerPoints with Rus. Uh, W slash, you know, PowerPoints W slash Bruce. I offered him a name for his new political channel when he is 13, to call his channel The Truth with Rus. That's a, I think it's a nice name for a channel. You know, guys, he's so passionate about politics. You know, like normal kids watch some funny videos and stuff. In between his school classes, he's watching political debates, Trump speeches, um, I mean, different researches on political parties. This is really crazy. And he is 11. He's gonna be 12 soon, but still. Yeah, and if some of you, so some of the comments under his videos are disabled, but some of the comments are, some of the videos allow comments, so you can just say, hey, you know, we're gonna subscribe to you again when you can. You know, he put a lot of work into it, so thanks, YouTube. So anyhow, guys, let me see. Just a second. I'm taking a break. I want to ask, so before I go, I want to ask you, what was your what was the best Christmas in your life? Or what is the Christmas of your dreams? You know, if you didn't have a great Christmas lately or in last years, what is the Christmas of your dreams? Terry, listen, I you set the bar high. It takes a lot of dedication to be somewhere in the desert and watch the stream, but I really appreciate it. Really makes my heart smile. The all these things that you do. Thank you. You may need a fur after all. May have to create a special custom fur for the cold night in the desert. Oh, great! You found the channel. Great. Um, Sub and maybe comment on those videos that are allow comments. Terry, my hard drive. Okay, you need to know something about me. My hard drive is full everywhere, so I need to get. I need to add a external hard drive to my Christmas list, and I'm gonna upgrade some of my technology very soon. Um, but my computers, my laptops, everything, because I used to make all these recorded videos. I have thousands of videos on them. So, other words, all my memory is full everywhere, full of content and stuff. So I'll have to find a way. I need to have external drive I also can probably save it in iCloud. And I have paid Google account because I have all these videos and stuff. Yeah, I know. I don't know. I use a lot of digital space. Let's see. Yeah, I know. I know. I need to change titles on some of my videos. By the way, I've appreciated the support you guys gave me when I did my political videos, and I know some people unsubscribed and some people were upset about it, but you know, oh well, oh well. Oi. Okay. Let's see. What did I just do? It's snowing. Uh, we have. I was going to do a live stream. Near the Christmas tree, but I didn't. If I would do it, it would be too, real late at night. We have Christmas tree in our little town here, and it's so beautiful because people brought gifts and toys and clothes and whatever. And so we have city Christmas tree, and because of the this people are struggling right now with jobs, they wanted to make sure um they wanted to make sure that every kid is getting something for Christmas. And it was so nice. I was driving today and yesterday, and we took a walk there, and it's just this nice tree, and there's boxes with different gifts, and it says, like, every box says, okay, this is gift for a girl, gift for a child, gift for a teenager. And I was driving today, there are new boxes with gifts. I just think it's so nice. I think we need to give more attention to beautiful things, to human things, to love. We need to really hyper focus on love and care for others. So I'm just really touched by people getting this, and I'm thinking I should probably donate a few things because people gonna be coming there all weekend, so it's a good time to donate something nice. Thank you, Kevin. Oh, thank you so much for leaving. Yeah, guys, if you could leave some comments, even on his early videos, whatever comments I allowed, because they've been blocking a lot of comments. But if you could leave some comments to encourage him, maybe provide your email so I can screenshot your emails, and when he have a new platform, we will send you a notification. Okay, you guys writing so many comments. I'm trying to catch up. Merry Christmas. His name is Ruslan, but people, which means lion, but a lot of people cannot read it. So people call him Rus. What is SSD, Terry? Um, those of you who asking me indirect questions about my personal life, I'm going to disappoint you because I'm going to share about it when I feel like it, and maybe never. So I gotta have some space, right? And I protect my private space because it's private. Unless I pay you and I need your help. Okay. Yes, Tim, we have some generous people here that put their wallet where their mouse is. Can you imagine that? I'm just teasing you. Um, which okay. Okay, cool. Great. Thanks, Kevin. So I can upload Ruslan's videos to BitChute. There is an easy sync between YouTube and BitChute. Okay, maybe could you send me a short email how to do that? Or, well, I can look it up, but I've never done it before. Okay. All right. Yeah, definitely. We've been listened to. How I know this, sometimes I talk about, something random at the house, something I need, something I want to do. And then as soon as I go to social media, I see ads for something I was just talking about. Something rare, something uncommon. It would pop in my feed or it would be suggested to me, and I would, and these things are very uncommon. I have some idea, and then yeah, so we are definitely have been listened to. There is no doubt about it. Oh, I was making jokes about swollen knees or sore knees. It was a joke. It's a really inappropriate joke, so I can't say it here online. And then I opened my computer and I had like sore knee suggestions or swollen knee suggestions. I was like, what the hell? So yeah, there is no such a thing as privacy anymore, my dear friends. So maybe I will open, and I know I've been considering that, but I just don't have, when I have time off, I am nowhere to be found. I don't answer my phone. I don't exist. So it's hard to find time and and make the research to open another platform, but I probably should do that because I would hate to lose you all, and with what's going on it's very possible. Yeah, the phone is listening for sure. Yeah. Yes, Terry, it is a real nice little community. I live about 20 miles from 20-25 miles from the big city, and um, this is a nice community. And I saw also winter jackets are hanging outside of the. We have some businesses here downtown, and there are winter jackets for anybody who can't afford and winter jacket, and so nice. I hope so, Terry. And I'm glad you had a good Christmas. No, Patreon is a different platform, but it's also very liberal. It's also extremely censored. So yeah, I need to find, and you guys who can suggest stuff, um, it would be nice to have extra platforms. Yeah, well, we are politically incorrect, so I appreciate you guys holding me from desserts, talking to me, because we were out, and I mean, well, I have some desserts that are so tempting, and I thought, okay, will I get more joy from enjoying the dessert or connecting with my audience, especially that it's a special magical night. So thank you guys for keeping me away from the desserts. I think they are locked in my trunk, and now I don't want to go outside. So it's just a random thought. What is Locals? It's a website? Okay, I'll check it out. Thank you. I have a very dedicated subscriber. I don't know if he's watching right now, but he offered me to make an account on Subscriber Star, and it's kind of like alternative platform where you can um, that is not censored as much as these platforms. Okay, guys, do you have any questions, any ideas? Because I love being here with you, but it's getting late, and if you always want to ask me some question, um, write it in the comment, or you have a suggestion, or you have a or wish, or something you want to share, go ahead right now, as we're gonna be wrapping up because it's getting late. I need to get some sleep. Um, except for personal questions, because I will not answer them, because everyone should have some personal space. One day I may. One day I may share those burning questions that a lot of people have. One day, maybe, when I feel like it. Maybe never. Okay, let's see. Oh, Jim, you're so welcome. You are so welcome. Wait, did I delete your comment, Jim? Oh my gosh, I didn't mean to. No, I did not. Merry Christmas. I'm not keeping anybody in anything. I just think that I have a right to have my own private life, and I don't have to report on it. And let's just say that things are going well, and I want them to go well. And I don't need I do not need people's validation. For me, important how I feel about certain things, right? That's something I was talking in the beginning of this video, that we are doing all these things to put things on social media to get likes and comments. Yes, and there are definitely times when you want to do this, but I just want to I just want to have some space, and I've been really enjoying having my space. Yeah, that's what I just told you. No, Kizzy, I actually have a woman. That's only one thing I'll tell you. What are the biggest changes you've noticed in Ukraine from when you immigrated and now? The biggest changes, that I've noticed is that I would say that Ukrainian society is actually very much westernizing. It's westernizing a lot. So that's, I would say, the biggest change. Even the language, so many people, we have our words for a lot of things, but they start to use, to borrow many words from English. So that's kind of amazing. Like we have our own words for message, for example. We have we say, I'm gonna give you a message here in English, right? But they would also say message. A lot of what I noticed in the language, for example, lots of English words, modern words that are replacing our normal language. That's kind of interesting. And I would say a lot of modernizing, a lot of westernizing. But also, on a positive note, a lot of developing, a lot more ambition. I see a lot of positive change, actually. I see a lot of progress and a lot of positive change. Last time I've been in Ukraine, it was 2019. You're welcome, Steve. Well, yes, this evening, yes. I just felt like it, and I want to share with you something. We went, we actually went to a Christmas party. I have some friends that, have no BS attitude about life, and I don't know, last week we went to most incredible real Christmas party. We were talking, and it was 40 people, probably, maybe, I would say, definitely more than 30. I would say it was around 40 people. We had incredible gourmet food, music. We all were decked out, and we were hugging and talking and laughing and communicating and taking pictures. But I do not post a lot about my life right now. But I'm just sharing with you. We went to a real Christmas party, which, if you don't know, Michigan is in a lockdown, and you're not supposed to have, you're not supposed to do this and that. And we were laughing. Imagine our governor, Whitmer, or Whitless, how we call her, knocking on the door, Grinch. Hell no masks. Yeah, it was so nice to see people. Guys, I just want to tell you, we're talking about Christmas. I was overjoyed. It was just so amazing. First of all, these people were really smart, and it was it was so joyful, and that reminded me that, yeah, we all love gifts and treats, but there is nothing like. I was totally hugged out by the end of the night. I was thinking, okay, another hug, and I'll get on fire. It was just so nice, guys. They put us on a diet for human warmth, and there is nothing like human warmth. You can't replace it. um we had some Christmas music, not necessarily Christmas carol. I mean, we're not singing Christmas carols, but they had some Christmas music. We also had gifts, so everybody brought a gift. and the point was to bring funny gift. So it was a lot of laughter, um, a lot of fun. But with this whole lockdown mentality, they are taking away most amazing important things from us. Like our social life, and our connections, affection, human touch. So I mean, it's one thing when, you may get human touch from one person you're lucky, that's definitely part of life. Not for everybody now, because some people are separated, but you know um it's joyful to get this every day if you can. But going to a party where you actually have people that laughing and hugging and smiling, and there is no bullshit masks or anything, like everybody was dressed up. I'm not gonna get tired of talking about it. It was so awesome. I know that people are fighting for us and our rights. I know that, but it just was amazing to just have some human warmth. Like, I don't know, just. And that a friend of mine was so bold that he did not care for any orders, and he decided what he's doing in his house. You know, it was so nice, and I'm still alive 1 week later. Yes, I know. You can't even see a smile. I know, guys. This is one of the reasons I'm here tonight. I just want to tell you, I do have things that I could enjoy doing right now, but we were blessed to go to the party. I was blessed to spend some special time before Christmas, on Christmas, with people who are special to me. So I feel like I fulfilled my uh, body, mind, and soul, and I just want to connect with you, because you may not have been able to see a smile of a person, you know, or have a normal conversation that is not wrapped around this disaster. So yeah, I mean, seriously, for me, my YouTube people are my YouTube family. So I actually think about you, like you guys are on my list, not just for business and topics and helping you on your journey with meeting a Ukrainian lady, but like on my list. Now these long videos, so I'm gonna work on creating membership on YouTube. So these long videos are going to be saved for the members. I should be able to do it in a week or so. So you can be a member, and then you can see these long videos. And also for Patreons, for people who are on Patreon. But also maybe we'll have platform on some non-censored place where people who are my friends, who are in a close circle, who are just been here forever and supported me forever. So it's kind of like especially for you, and it will have more things. Yeah, I need to work on my memberships. YouTube sent me a letter that my channel is approved for memberships. So I would love to have you guys on that. Um, and this way you can support the channel, but you also get benefits for whatever I am reporting. Oh, thank you, Steve. Thank you. I appreciate that. Mm-hmm. Yes, questions and answers. So I'm gonna work. I need to, guys. I have a lot going on right now, but we're gonna make a call-in show so we can have answers and questions. Bryce, if you're still here, we can do that. I was looking into StreamYard. It's really cool because you can call in and talk. And if somebody breaks, if somebody, you know, talk inappropriate stuff, I'm just gonna, hang up. Terry, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you are able to join the show, and I'm glad to make your Christmas night a little bit more fun. I know you're working, and sometimes I have one of my son's uncles are out working as well this Christmas. And I was thinking, it is wonderful when you can spend Christmas with your family, but sometimes you spend Christmas doing work. You have responsibilities, you still create abundance and financial stability for your family. This is also love, so you need to enjoy and celebrate when you can. But sometimes love and dedication is also hard work, and not having everything immediately, mm, and putting a lot of work into um, into building things. So, anybody who is at work or on duty and watching today, you are appreciated because you're doing your work, and also because there are some people that need help today, even though it's a holiday for everybody. But there are some people that need to get something at the grocery store. There are some people in surgery room, so life does not stop, and I appreciate those people who work on holidays. I used to work every day. I had years in my life um, when I would not take maybe a couple hours off on Sunday, but I would just be working every single day. And those were not bad years, because when you have purpose, it makes a huge difference. Yes, you need to take rest sometimes, especially if you're a lady and you need some relaxation to be feminine and beautiful. But when you have purpose, it makes your entire existence make sense. Yeah, socializing is an incredible gift, guys. I don't know, I felt so inspired after that party, even though, I have been, I'm just gonna tell you, I have been enjoying this Christmas. uh and it started early, so a lot of good things been happening for me despite of this whole thing. But being able to see a lot of people, and just, I could not understand why I feel so happy. I feel so happy. What's going on? Oh, we are socializing. So I wish for you guys, um, if you can, to have more social interactions. I know not everybody can go to the party or see people. I know not everybody can travel. I also know some people have high risk or health issues, and you may not be able to do these things, but find a way, do some FaceTime. And if you have really threatening health conditions, but if you don't, if your health is okay and you are um, not in a zone of risk, give some hugs, uh, enjoy some love, because we can't live without it. We cannot live without the other humans. Good for you, Jim. Yeah, do what I say, not as I do, right? That's true. Exactly. Frank is saying, I'm at work. You have to get after it if you want to support your family in a certain fashion, and not have to ask to a date to pay her share. You know, asking a lady to pay for you on a date is one of the most embarrassing experiences you can ever have. It is so, I mean, for if you want to date a feminist, you know, I don't know, go full ahead. But if you going out on a date with a real woman, and even if she has more money than you, if you ask her to pay for herself, you just give up your right of, you know, being a man and provider. It's really horrible. I'm gonna put some bubbles. Just I want to add a little bit of celebration before I sign off. Um, but yes, if I would be a man, I would work 40 hours extra to be able to, or however many hours extra, to be able to provide for my family or for my future family or for women I'm going out with. The hugest embarrassment is to go out or, you know, deny your own masculinity and hoping that the ladies I need some fresh cup of tea, the ladies you're going out with will take care of you. I mean, this is just like, it's embarrassing. If, guys, I want you to tell you the rule number one: if you cannot afford something, focus on your career, focus, have some extra gigs, um make some extra money, you know. I don't know, do something on the internet, you know, sell something, create something, teach something, uh have an extra job. Don't waste your time, you know, on stuff. Create some financial stuff. Don't embarrass yourself. I want to tell you, if you take a lady out and you're not ready for this, if you will ask her to back you up on a date, paying for something, it's almost like you can never make up for it. Even if something happened and you like forgot your wallet, you know, it's a new fashion now to say I forgot my wallet. If I would forget my wallet, which I would not, but you know, there is ways to pay online, you know, there is ways to make it, you know, I mean, it's so embarrassing. It is so embarrassing. Because I talk to ladies too sometimes, and they tell me stories how, you know, the guy invites them on this exciting date, and then like he can't afford it. My thing is, if you can't afford it, don't invite somebody. You have to understand that as women, we are not demanding anything from you. If you cannot afford something, just keep it. Um, Take care of yourself, or um, I don't know, offer something simple, you know. If the woman really likes you, she may agree to just go and have something very humble, but don't invite somebody to an expensive place and then, you know, hand her a bill to pay for it, because she'll never feel the same about you. You know, you have to be prepared. Nobody, remember, nobody dragging you there, nobody asking you. Don't embarrass her. Exactly. Very simple, you know? Seriously. Yes. If you can't do it, don't do it. Well, the reason why I'm bringing it up, because I have a reason. I have a reason. I work with people every day almost. So I get letters and stories and stuff like that. Yeah, it is embarrassing. It is embarrassing. I'm gonna go in black and white to say, my dear friends, it is embarrassing. Yes, don't lie about your financial state, and um, you don't have to do that. you know, but don't put her on the spot because she will never see you as a provider, as a man who can, take care of things if you flake out. I mean, I know these are basics, but sometimes it happens. And a lot of men are watching a lot of BS advice, and it's not working out. Basically, if you're a younger man, uh, don't worry about like getting married and all of this stuff. Just create something so you have a place later on to invite somebody into your life. I mean, you can go out and meet people, but focus on your career. If you are older, try to have some multiple things going. There is no way to support the family with only one thing. And then imagine if something like COVID happens, um, and you lose this one source of income. What you gonna do? And you brought a wife from overseas, and maybe you have a child or two, and you're even though you were doing well, but your entire job gets cut off. So you should always, you should always have your eggs in several baskets. You should always have more incomes than one. You should, I mean, I'm just telling you as a man, because some women have it. Some women have several streams of income and several businesses and some savings and some, whatever. So you just want to create that. You want to create something that you can feel relaxed. And when the woman loves you, she doesn't want to not ever seen you. So when you have a variety, maybe you have, you know this business or this job and some side hustle and something else. I mean, you want to be creative. You definitely want to have more than one income. Attention is important, but attention is important because some people come on a date and they are on a cell phone. But um, if you're a man, you need to know what you need to be doing. And I don't need to explain that to you, Terry, but I'm just saying in general, like the game, the rules are still the same. The rules are not the same for the women that you don't want. The women that are unattractive, they need to chase you. They'll pay for you. Not You're not gonna enjoy it, but mm. Hey Bryce, what are you talking about? You mean to have a talk with me? Yeah, we could do it sometime. Probably after the New Year's, because I'm taking some time off. But if you want to talk to me in private, let me know. For you, I'll find time. But I'm just warning that I am taking my time off. Um, oh, that's really nice, Frank. Like when this is a gift, if you ask a lady about a gift, if let's say it's a cash gift because she's overseas, I think you wrote me an email sometime. So I think you did. When you ask a girl about the gift, if she's humble, if she's a good-hearted girl, she will feel uncomfortable to say, yeah, send it to me. I mean, she may say, oh, that's really sweet, or, um, but generally, it's very uncomfortable when somebody asks you, do you want something? You can send it, and if she doesn't want it, she has a choice to not accept it and send it back to you. but she will know if you don't ask her if she wants that gift or cash gift. If you don't ask her, she more likely to believe that you really want to do this. Because if you ask her if she wants a gift, um, it's she's not sure that you really want to give it, so she will be uncomfortable. She may say yes or no or maybe, but she will be uncomfortable and she will feel that you probably do not really want to do it. Because if you would really want to gift her or reward her with something, you would just do it without asking. At least this is a Ukrainian girl mentality. So thanks, Frank, for feedback on my advice. I'm getting on my phone, but it's not because I'm tired. Oh, by the way, guys, before I go, I want to say thank you so very much for support, for the comments. Oh, thank you so much for another super chat. I appreciate it, and the message is even better. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Just a thought, a live chat with you is a very nice Christmas present. Well, thank you. Honestly, I really appreciate this because I really didn't have to come out on Christmas. You know, as I said, I've been very, very, very blessed. You know, despite of some sadness and some which is normal, but I have been blessed more than ever. Um, in many ways, and a lot of amazing people. I felt the warmth. I felt so much warmth and love and support and generosity in this last couple of months. I feel like I have been celebrating Christmas for like 3 months now, but I felt like I actually really felt inside of me. So I'm having a little time off this evening, which is rarely happens. So I can do whatever I want. And I felt like I was going to watch this, do some other things I enjoy. And then I just felt like, there are some people out there that could really use a smile. Or could, not just some people, but I know a lot of you guys, I know a lot of your stories. Some of you I know personally, some of you I know through my consultations, some of you I know through the comments and Zoom chats and so on, and YouTube chats and whatever. So I just felt that desire to just make a little Christmas thing. um thing. I'm talking like Joe Biden. No more videos of Joe for me. I thought that would be so nice and special to connect. I want to tell you guys, I have um I have some people that I follow sometimes and I watch their live videos. I am hooked to the live videos of the people who inspire me. I don't know about you guys, but I have couple people that inspire me. I'm also taking some private coaching, and sometimes it is life, and I don't know, there is something about the life, it's just the energy exchange. So um and I felt like how much I enjoy when these people making this life, and I wanted to connect with somebody in particular. So I just really feels amazing. Thank you guys so much for your kind words today. I really appreciate it. No, no, Kizzy, just because you asked, no. Oh, really? Veronica doesn't know it, but she saved me from a very bad decision I almost made, and I owe her a lot. Oh, wow. That's a bold statement. Well, I don't know about owing, but If you want to encourage me with something positive, I'll gladly accept it. But you don't owe. I wouldn't say that don't feel that. But the if there is something you'd like to do, uh something positive, something encouraging and rewarding, my heart is open for that. I send. Oh, guys, I want to tell you something. I watch a few people that I love and admire on YouTube, and once in a while I send super chats too. And oh my God, it is so exciting. So I send, just it is so. It just, I mean, it's a great way to reward somebody. So it is so exciting. So I have been on the other side of the screen too, and this is so fun. And it is so, I don't know, there's something about it. So I've enjoyed it. And um I I may recommend you guys some people that I watch because you may find it interesting. First of all, there is this girl. Her channel name is Alina MacLeod. She is amazing. She is a Russia. She's a Ukrainian girl. I mean, she was a Ukrainian girl, but at the age of 5, she moved to Canada with her parents, and she's now a blogger, and she goes around, she travels around even in COVID, and she make live streams, and she is so beautiful inside out. Her name is Alina Mac, like MC Leod, Leoud. Alina MacLeod. She is just a gorgeous creation uh, in this world. She speaks fluent English and fluent Russian and Ukrainian. She's absolutely delight to look. Yeah, Alina MacLeod. I don't know how to say. Uh, so anyway, it doesn't matter the YouTube cut from the super chats, because if you wouldn't be on live, you wouldn't get the super chats. I mean, when you have business, you always have cuts. If I have my fur business, I need to pay my supplier, I need to pay to the website, I need to give a percentage to my PayPal. This is part of the business, so there is nothing wrong. Of course, you can do PayPal, but both supporting in the both ways is great, because when you do super chats, you want to support a creator, you encourage other people to donate, which would not take time and find their PayPal and donate to their PayPal. I have some supporters that I really deeply appreciate that prefer do PayPal support, but I greatly appreciate people who do the super chats, because the reward of the super chat, you feel that somebody is enjoying your speech, or maybe enjoying the place you're at, or it's just very encouraging. So I send super chats myself. I mean, I'm not on Terry's level. Let's be real, but it doesn't matter what you do, because it's encouraging people in the chat. And for example, for Alina MacLeod, she travels a lot, so for her, of course, you can do both. A lot of people do both, whatever they can do, but I know that that encourages others, and it pays for her hotel room and her expense or whatever else. Or for people who do um who give great advice or consultations, it's an easy way to get attention. Let's say the person is like $150 to $100 an hour. You can send $20 super chat and ask a quick question, and you can get at least a direction of a reply. You can get, "Ooh, this is a red flag," or you can be like, "Oops, I need to consult with this person," or maybe you'll say, "Oh, I got my answer. I don't need to consult now." So maybe we can do something like this when I have a StreamYard software. Exactly. Business is not about worrying about that somebody's making money. As long as you know what you make and appreciation. Without YouTube, I can have all this knowledge and insights. Of course, there are other platforms that I can use, but I'm just saying, without internet, it would be harder to get exposure like this. So you have to. It's like paying taxes. You have to pay your taxes. Period. And let's see. I wanted to reply a comment. So, anyways, thank you everybody who has been supporting, big and small and little, and the thumbs up, the views, the comments, the shares, in any way. If it's 0.1 positive, I truly appreciate you. Thank you very much. And those people who are support behind the scenes or sending me feedback on how I helped or whatever, you know it means a lot to me. You have no idea, but you make my day. You definitely create magic because it makes me feel needed and useful. So with that being said, my dear friends, what's your opinion of a woman asking for money for food? um why? I think you were reaching out to me on the other platform and asking it. Guys, you need to get the ABCs of yeah, she could be homeless, number one. I recorded some lessons which are paid lessons, but they are recorded. They will answer all of these questions. I can give you a quick answer, but you're not gonna learn. You need to learn the ABC and how the online dating works. You can meet an incredible woman that is struggling and you may want to help her financially, but a lot of you are meeting a scammer, um, that will never be with you, will never see you, and is pretending that she is struggling. So if you want, you can watch some of my videos. I have plenty. You can reach out to me and ask me for a private consultation. If you want to save some money, you can reach out and ask for, I made lessons how to self-check your online relationship, so you know if you are taken for a ride or if you are with somebody who is real. So yeah, I've it is a bit crazy. Okay, yes, if you just started watching my videos, just go ahead and watch everything you can. And if it's you still don't know, then reach out to me. I'll try to help you. I need to actually, I need to make a mini course, like 3 videos on if the woman asks for like basic needs, because there are two answers and they are absolutely polar. But you got to learn the alphabet to be able to define it. Yeah, it could be some kind of serious like this, yes. Somebody sent me an email a couple days ago saying like, you are a child to me. What makes you think you have enough of experience? Somebody, so, it's supposed to be a negative message, but I took it as a compliment, really. I forgot the name, and it doesn't matter the name of this guy. He was just like, as far as I'm concerned, you are a child. Yeah, it is a great compliment, I agree, but it wasn't intentional though. A child gonna put some bubbles to wrap this up. because I love bubbles, and I also want to celebrate all of you who had participated today, and I hope I made your evening better. And thank you so much for those who genuinely supported me and my speeches here on YouTube. It really means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Hope you have. Thanks so much, Terry and Bill, for supporting this live stream. I appreciate it, and I'm glad it made your you enjoyed it, and I'm glad that I was able to come out. You're welcome, Steve. Thank you. I'm gonna give you the best advice how to find your love. In order for a man to find the love, you have to do one major thing. You have to put your life together. You need to have your finance together and your mind together. You need to get over your past traumas, your past marriages, your past issues. You have to clear that up and start over. You have to either, you have to work, you got to get your finance together, but um you got to have a place. You need to start living as if you already found that woman. You need to have a clean car, so when she sits in your car, if you were meet her today, you don't have junk everywhere in your car, and you want her beautiful feet step on that junk. You have to learn some manners. You have to uh you know dress and brush your teeth every day, and cut your hair and look like you already have a beautiful woman. Not only look, but be that. Because most men, when they are presented an opportunity, they are completely not ready. And I don't know what is about men and their hygiene, or the way they treat you. Like, I don't care if you're not gonna see another person today. Be dressed, be ready. Try to put your affairs in order, your health. Get yourself in shape physically, financially, spiritually, financially, and voila, you found the love of your life. As soon as you put your life in order, you actually gonna have some women that you will gonna have some options. You're going to have some options. It is that simple. For women, it's the same. If any ladies are secretly watching me right now, imagine you already have the man you want. Would you be wearing this brown dress right now and having this hair bun for a week? No. So you got to have the life, and that somebody else will want to join. That's it. If you always a Debbie Downer and you going on about your exes and how it's hard and how you don't have any money and how they blah, 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 you'll never find nobody. Or nobody will be able, I mean, you will find some people who are just as broke as you are. So that's it. In order to have options in life, for a woman or for a man, in order to have options, in order to have love, in order to have men who are interested in you, for ladies who are secretly watching me, I know you watch me secretly because I saw my statistics. If you want to have options, if you want to have, if you want to feel like a woman, if you want men to court you, and you want to have some suitors to choose from, you need to take care of yourself. And trust me, men will appear out of nowhere. For men, you gotta have your life stable. You gotta have something where you can invite the woman to join with you, because she is not gonna provide for you. So if your life is a mess, you better not have a woman, because if you meet a woman, she's gonna be as messy as you are, physically, spiritually, um, emotionally, and financially too. Yeah, you don't really need to worry about meeting the right person. Once you just have to become one. I'm gonna say this again. You don't need so much to worry about and focus and being crazy about meeting the right person. You just need to become one. Don't worry about controlling somebody or worrying about, oh, it's a different time. No. The only way to meet the right person is to become one. And then your only problem is to make the right choice. I'm just saying. With that being said, my dear friends, from Michigan with love, thanks so much for joining. Thanks for supporting. And have a wonderful night. Sleep in if you can. And have an incredible day. Just know that I've been thinking about you. And I want you to focus on what you have and what you can do with it to make your life better. Believe me, all of you got everything. You just have to embrace it and create something beautiful and new. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas, guys. I just wanted you to know that I care. I care about you. Good night. Good night. Merry Christmas.